on Monday, April 23rd, 2018. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Peter Ambrose. Ed Bateson. Nancy Lefkowitz. Keith Varian. Bill Gerber. Aaron Lopez. Eric Newman. Cindy Perham. Heather Dean. Alex Durrell. Matthew Jacobs. Sharon Pastilli. Alice Kelly. Frank O'Reilly. Phil Pierce.
Here.
Marcy Spalier. Josh Garskoff. Joe Siebert. Ruth Smay. Jay Walk. Matt Ambrose. Steve Barretts. Hannah Gale. Lisa Havey. Lauren Bove. Mark McDermott. Jill Vergara. Karen Wackerman. Carrie Burcham. Pamela Iacono. Christine Messina. Pete Talman. Brian Farnan. Drew Georgiadis. Dorian Herron. Margaret Horton. Sam Cargill. Michael Hurley. Frank Batiste. Eric Sunman.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We'll take up item 2 to consider and act upon the minutes of the regular meeting held on March 26, 2018. Do I have a motion to approve? Moved by Representative Dean, seconded by Representative Wackerman. Are there any discussion on the minutes? Seeing none, any comment from the public? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Item 3, to consider and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Selectmen. Resolved that the Town of Fairfield authorizes the Board of Education of the Town of Fairfield to apply to the Commissioner of Education and to accept or reject a grant for the Sherman Elementary School renovation project at Sherman Elementary School, and further resolved that the Sherman Elementary School Building Committee is hereby established as the building committee with regard to the elementary school renovation project at Sherman Elementary School, and further resolved that the Town of Fairfield hereby authorizes at least the preparation of schematic drawings and outline specifications for the Sherman Elementary School renovation project at Sherman Elementary School. Do I have a motion to approve? Moved by Representative Vergara, seconded by Representative Durrell. Nicely done, Representative Durrell. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, is there any comment from the public? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Item 4, to consider and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Finance. Resolved that the bond resolution entitled A Resolution Appropriating $3.2 million for the costs associated with the planning, design, obtaining cost estimates, and construction for the renovation and expansion of the Roger Sherman Elementary School, and authorizing the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, be and hereby is approved. Moved by Representative Vergara, seconded by Representative Dean. Is there any discussion on this item? Representative Vergara.
Jill Vergara, District 7. I wanted to make a statement for the whole Democratic caucus. We are in support of this, of the Phase 3 renovations and of this bond resolution. This is work that it has been in the making for over 10 years, and it needs to get done. This is the highest enrolled school. It makes so much sense for our town. It's a very smart investment, and we're very happy for this to get done finally. Thank you.
Further discussion on this item? Representative Iacono.
Pamela Iacono, District 8. The Republican caucus very early on announced that we were in full support of this project. As a previous building committee member for the Phase 2, I personally am really excited that this is finally coming to fruition. So we wish the school district the best of luck in the building committee in getting this done, and hopefully Sherman will finally move towards having more appropriate space, clean air, and everything else that's on the list. And just as we mentioned in committees, I think it's important for the parent population to know at Sherman that this does not solve their overcrowding issue, but does correct a lot of deficiencies at the school. Thank you.
Further discussion on this item from members of the body? Seeing none, is there any comment from the public? Seeing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Item 5, to consider and act upon the following resolution as recommended by the Board of Selectmen. Resolved that the Town of Fairfield authorizes the Board of Education of the Town of Fairfield to apply to the Commissioner of Education and to accept or reject a grant for the security infrastructure projects at Fairfield Ludlowe High School and Fairfield Warde High School, and further resolved that the School Safety and Security Building Committee is hereby established as the building committee with regard to the security infrastructure projects at Fairfield Ludlowe High School and Fairfield Warde High School, and further resolved that the Town of Fairfield hereby authorizes at least the preparation of schematic drawings and outline specifications for the security infrastructure projects at Fairfield Ludlowe High School and Fairfield Warde High School. Do I have a motion to approve? Moved by Representative Dean, seconded by Representative Lopez. All those in, is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, is there any comment from the public? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed? Any abstentions? The motion carries. Item 6, to hear and consider for the first time amendments to the senior tax relief for the elderly and disabled homeowners ordinance, sponsored by the Senior Tax Relief Committee, Cindy Parham, District 2, Mark McDermott, District 7, Jill Vergara, District 7, Peter Tallman, District 8, and Michael Hurley, District 10. We're not acting on this tonight. We're just discussing it. Is there any discussion on this item? Representative Vergara, Representative Hurley?
We're going to need to amend the bond resolution so that the effective date will be January 2019. We're going to consult with the town attorney before we do this, but we just wanted to make everyone aware. We still really want to go ahead with these changes. They're very important to get these administrative changes done first. It's like checking that box off. Now we can get to the real nitty-gritty hard work and do the analysis and research that we need to do to get to the more substantive changes.
Terrific. I'm Michael Hurley, our team District 10. I would just say I'm excited to be in agreement with something with Jill Vergara. I would say yes. And look, the committee is working very hard. Drafting, amending legislation is not an easy process. You think it's simple to get done, and then changes come in, deadlines need to be met. The changes to the ordinance, the administrative, come from the tax assessor's office, fully supportive of it. Unfortunately, they won't be able to be implemented until the coming fiscal year 18, 2019, and the committee is, committed to working in a bipartisan fashion to increase senior tax relief. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that we want to get another version of the ordinance up in front of the body by November, correct? This way, the first selectman has plenty of time to incorporate any changes to the revenue stream. So, thank you.
Thank you, and thank you to the committee for its work. Is there any further discussion on item number 6, the proposed amendments to the senior and disabled tax relief ordinance? Seeing none, we'll move to item number 7, to hear and consider for the first time an ordinance regarding tax abatement for low or moderate income housing, sponsored by Eric Newman, District 2, Alex Durrell, District 3, Phil Pierce, District 4, Jill Vergara, District 7, Karen Wackerman, District 7, and Carrie Bertram, District 8. Again, this is the first time it's coming before us, so we don't act upon it tonight. We will act upon it next month. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, we'll move to item number 8. The moderator has referred an ordinance concerning the safe discharge of firearms within the town of Fairfield, sponsored by Nancy Lefkowitz, District 1, Phil Pierce, District 4, Ruth Smay, District 5, Jill Vergara, District 7, and Karen Wackerman, District 7, to the Legislation and Administration Committee under Rule 32 of the RTM Rules to Regulate. I can report that LNA voted to send this to the RTM, so it will come before us next month. Item number 9, to consider and act upon any other matters presented to said meeting and which may be properly acted upon under the rules of the representative town meeting. Is there any discussion on this item? Seeing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved by Representative Iacono, seconded by Representative Hurley. Thank you.